4 shocking predictions about politics and religion. Babylonian prostitute on a beast. Shocks related to the unprecedented war in Ukraine, the threat of nuclear annihilation, the undermining of freedom and democracy have affected the whole world. What is this? The end of human history in the last days of the earth? Or is there hope for a further peaceful and free existence? People of the planet are looking for predictions and prophecies containing information about the future. Interest in the revelation of Jesus Christ, the last prophetic book of the Bible, has increased dramatically throughout the world. The secrets of the apocalypse are revealed before our eyes, ahead of secular news. We read the predictions of the future given by God in the book of Revelation, and then see their fulfillment in the headlines of the world's news. All the prophecies of the Bible, spoken thousands of years before our time, are coming true exactly. God revealed the secrets of the future to Christ, and Jesus sent an angel to convey to the church the secrets of the future through the Apostle John. In a vision, he saw the prostitute Babylon sitting on a scarlet beast. These are the world's false religions in conjunction with totalitarian kingdoms and their dictatorial rulers. Throughout the history of the earth, false religions with false gods and idols have served godless kings. For this purpose, Christ revealed in advance how to distinguish among so many religions, beliefs, denominations, and churches what is from God and what is from the devil. And the first prophecy reveals to us that the religion of Babylon always commits adultery with the kings of the earth. It leads the world's population to Satanization and worship of sinful, corrupt authorities. She feeds all nations with false teachings, bewitches, and leads them into delusion and depravity. All the inhabitants of the earth are intoxicated with the wine of her adulteries. Therefore, throughout history, under the title of Babylon, there have been not only warlike and prodigal religions, but many churches that give permission to worship dictatorial kings. They serve the first horseman of the apocalypse, Satan. This is what distinguishes false religion from the true and holy church, the bride of Christ. The holy prophets and apostles at all times denounced despot kings and exposed the Babylonian religion with its false prophets. For this reason, Babylon always opposes the holy prophets and the true church. After all, the bride of Christ serves King Jesus in the heavenly kingdom. It leads people to salvation. The second prophecy, the religion of Babylon is characterized by rage, aggression, and evil. It moves in the spirit of war, and this is the second horseman of the apocalypse. Babylon commits murder, engages in violence, dictatorship, terror, and wars. Therefore, under the banner of religion, there is bloodshed at all times. Christ warned in advance that this was Babylon, not the church. The true church of Christ is driven by love. The prostitute is drunk with the blood of God's holy people, the blood of those who bear testimony to Jesus. The blood of prophets, saints, and all those killed on earth was found in Babylon. Christ denounced the religious leaders, saying, "You are murderers. You kill the prophets. Your father is the devil." Because throughout human history, Babylon has been persecuting God's holy people. The false religion of Babylon blesses wars of conquest and takes part in every murder that has occurred on our planet throughout the history of the earth. It is Babylon that raises its voice for bloodshed, dictatorship, robbery, war, violence, and other evils. Knowing the prophecies about the prostitute on the beast, you will be able to distinguish Babylon among so many religions, churches, and not fall into the slavery of the devil. Babylon is characterized by rage and aggression. The prostitute made all the nations drink the maddening wine of her adulteries. The maddening wine of is false teachings that lead to genocide and destruction. We often see Babylon in violent and prodigal religions, as well as in those believers and churches that are filled with rage, aggression, the spirit of war, and other sins. This is how we understand that God is not there. This is no longer the church, but Babylon, which reacts very violently to the prophets and holy people of God. Fury and evil are the qualities of the Babylonian religion. The third prophecy, Babylon is enslaved by mammon, materialism, and enrichment. These people hide behind their faith in God and call themselves a church for the sake of profit and gain. They mislead and deceive many. They serve not Christ and God, but the third horseman of the apocalypse, Mammon. Calling themselves believers, they live by the standards of this world. Christ is sick of people like this. He says to such a church and minister in the book of Revelation, I know your deeds. You are neither cold nor hot. You're warm. I will spit you out of my mouth. You say, I am rich, I have acquired wealth, and do not need a thing. But you do not realize that you are wretched, pitiful, poor, blind, and naked. On social media, the pages of such believers do not preach the gospel of Jesus Christ, but entertainment, restaurants, outfits, cellulite and solid flesh, soulful, unspiritual, demonic interests, fornication, gossips, and materialism. There is no spirit there. This is not a church, but Babylon. Christ showed us this religion in advance. The prostitute Babylon is dressed in costly clothing and is glittering with gold, precious stones, and pearls. She holds a golden cup in her hand, filled with abominable things and the filth of her adulteries. The dictatorial kings fornicated with her, and the merchants of the earth grew rich from her excessive luxuries. Therefore, believers who are used to luxuriate, enrich themselves, and join themselves to the sinful world are Babylonians. Christ taught that it is impossible to serve God and mammon. The true holy church, the bride of Jesus Christ, gives everything to serve God and men and leads the nations to eternal life. The fourth prophecy. Babylon is a dead religion leading people to death, hell, and it will be destroyed. Today, false religion is leading nations back to worshiping wicked kings. Under the guise of different beliefs in churches, people are directed to submit to the dictatorship of tyrants. But when, with the help of the Babylonian religion, the world returns to the despot kings, then these godless rulers will no longer need any religions, for the goal will be achieved. Then the sinful kings will hate the prostitute, will bring her to ruin and leave her naked. They will eat her flesh and burn her with fire. For God has put it into their hearts to accomplish His purpose by agreeing to hand over to the beast their royal authority. The time will come and totalitarian governments will destroy all religion, transfer all their power to the beast, the Antichrist, who will create his own religion, self-worship. Therefore, Christ warned in advance that the end of Babylon is death and hell. This is the fourth horseman of the apocalypse. In the book of Revelation, Jesus commands, "Come out of her, my people, so that you will not share in her sins, so that you will not receive any of her plagues." Today, you have the only chance of salvation in this damned world. Become the bride of Jesus, His holy church. Serve King Christ and do His will. Invest in the expansion of His kingdom on earth, and the Lord will deliver you from these terrible trials that are coming to the entire universe.